Jonathan Ressler here again. Let's get something straight. Motivation is a liar. It feels powerful. It feels exciting. It feels convincing. And then life shows up and motivation disappears without warning. Your stress hits, you're tired, something goes wrong, your mood shifts, and motivation quits every single time. Discipline doesn't. That's the difference nobody wants to accept. I lost over 140 pounds. It wasn't because I was motivated, not because I felt ready, not because I stayed excited. I did it because I stopped negotiating with myself. Motivation never saved me. Discipline did. Most people build their entire life around how they feel. They work out when they feel motivated. They eat well when they feel inspired. They focus when they feel energized. They show up when the mood is right. That's why they keep restarting. Motivation depends on mood. Mood is unstable, so results are unstable. This isn't complicated. If your plan requires you to feel good, you don't have a plan. You have a wish. Discipline, on the other hand, feels boring. It feels repetitive. It feels unimpressive. That's exactly why it works. Discipline doesn't give a shit if you had a bad day. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you feel discouraged. Discipline asks one question: what happens next? When I was over 400 pounds, 411 pounds to be exact, I knew what to do. I knew what foods were better. I knew what needed to stop. Knowledge wasn't missing, and motivation wasn't missing, but structure was missing. I kept waiting to feel ready. I kept waiting for the right moment, and I kept waiting for motivation to come back. That delay cost me years. Discipline ended the waiting. Discipline meant decisions were made in advance, not in the moment, not emotionally, not after a long day. There was no debate, no inner dialogue, no bargaining. Negotiation is where progress dies. Most people negotiate with themselves constantly. Do it just this once, or tomorrow will be better, or I deserve this, or I'll make up for it later. That's not weakness. That's a system designed to fail. Motivation loves negotiation. Discipline removes it. This applies far beyond weight loss. People stay broke their whole lives because they wait to feel motivated to manage money. Or they stay stuck at work because they wait to feel confident before acting. They stay unhappy in relationships because they wait to feel ready for those hard conversations. They confuse their feelings with requirements. Discipline does not need confidence, it creates it. Discipline doesn't need excitement, it produces results. And discipline doesn't punish you, it protects you from emotional decisions in the moment. This is where people get it wrong. They think discipline is harsh. They think it's restricted and they think it's miserable. But the opposite is actually the truth. Discipline creates freedom. Freedom from mood swings, freedom from restarting, freedom from lying to yourself about why things are not changing. Motivation gives you a good day. Discipline gives you a different life. Every time you rely on motivation, you hand control to your emotions. Emotions are unreliable. Stress doesn't care about your goals. Fatigue doesn't respect your intentions. And life doesn't pause so you can feel inspired. But discipline works anyway. I didn't lose 140 pounds because I loved every choice. I lost it because the choices were not optional. The decision was already made. The action followed. No hype, no countdown, no emotional buildup, just execution. This channel is not here to fire you up because ultimately that feeling fades. It's not here to sell shortcuts because we all know shortcuts are bullshit and they fail. It exists to teach ownership. Discipline is not about doing more. It's about deciding once and acting consistently. If your progress depends on motivation, you'll keep stopping. If your life depends on discipline, your results will compound. It'll be slowly and quietly and relentlessly. If you want content that pumps you up for a day, this isn't it. If you want results to survive bad moods, bad weeks, and bad circumstances, this matters. Motivation is optional. Discipline is required. You choose accordingly.